All right, guys. I had some people asking me how to set up Bookmap if you're trading on Tradovate with a prop firm and how you can essentially get Bookmap for free. So if you're trading with a prop firm, right, most of them use Tradovate. You can add your data connection into Bookmap and you're essentially getting the Bookmap tool for free. Another way you can do it is you can set up a live account with Tradovate, pay their data fee, right? Their data fee is only like $10 a month, something like that. And then you can get Bookmap for a little bit cheaper. You don't have to pay the licensing fee. You don't have to pay the data connection fee on Bookmap because typically if you're using like the Global Plus, it's going to run you with a DX feed connection. It's going to run you like $50 or $60 a month, right? You can do this if you're already trading a prop firm or if you just have a Tradovate live account. All right, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that, right? So you're gonna come over here to Google, and you're gonna look up Bookmap download, okay? You're gonna go on the Bookmap site. You are going to download this here. You're going to make an account, right? So you'll essentially do the free trial. Once you get your data feed connected, it doesn't really matter if you have a free trial or not. So you just download it for your platform, right? Then once you have it downloaded, right, you're going to come back into Bookmap. You're going to set up your Bookmap connection, okay? So here I've got two Tradovates, right? If I go to configure, right, let me just delete these, right? Just to show you guys how it looks when you log in, right? There's a DXV free delayed, but you want real-time data, of course. So you go to add connection, right? The platform, you're going to select Tradovate and then log in via authentication, test demo account. Typically prop firms are considered demo accounts, okay? Once you do this, right, you hit add connection, okay? And then you go to your connections up here. You're going to select Tradovate. It's gonna pull you into a new portal, okay? You're going to log in to Tradovate through this portal, all right? Once you log in, then your connection will be established and you'll have Bookmap. Okay, I'm gonna go here and log in. This is my Tradify account, okay? You successfully logged into Bookmap, right? You go back to the Bookmap, you select your account, okay? Right, this should load, okay? And then it's pulling in historical data, right? If you want additional historical data, you're going to grab this little caret and load your historical cloud data. So if we're in the overnight session right now, but if you're trading like New York and you just start up Bookmap, you probably want to load all the data from, you know, New York, or from Asia, London, and then entering into New York, right? The data will update as it collects it, so you'd probably select 24-hour local cloud, right? Once this loads, this does take quite a bit of RAM. If you're using, the more data you're using, the more RAM it's going to use. All right, there we go. Now we're all loaded up. We can see back to even the previous day, which was Friday, previous trading session, which was Friday. Okay. Now, as for settings, I only have a couple things on here. I just have the CVD. This is cumulative volume delta. The SVP. This is session volume profile. Okay. And if I go into settings here, I also have volume dots. Right. I don't have candlesticks. I don't have large lot tracker, but I think that could be useful. I just need to look more into it. Order book and balance, volume bars. There's a lot of different tools inside Bookmap, right? But I'm just using the volume dots and the cumulative volume delta. I don't split the buyers or sellers. I think it makes the CVD a little bit harder to read. And the volume dots, I just use 3D bubbles, volume delta, the size, transparency, all that, it's whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much basic settings. I don't know why on mine it doesn't show the resting orders. Like on this section, on this historical data that it loaded, these are all resting orders. It doesn't show me that in real time, but I've had other people in my Discord who who have done this exact same process where they connect Tradovate to Bookmap and they're able to see the resting orders. I do think that can be useful, but sometimes that data can be spoofed, right? So these are all going to be market orders of the volume being filled, right? So if I was looking at this chart, okay, in this area, right, where we pushed up, sorry, one second, where we pushed up, I usually don't have these bars either, or these lines, the ask and bid lines. Or maybe it's just I don't see them when I'm zoomed out far enough. You see continued buying at these highs, but the buying fails up here, right? So that can tell me that, okay, there's probably trap buyers up there. Or if I look further back, there's probably a better example, like back here, right? We continue to have buying at these highs, right? But the market's not moving up. So that tells me that there's trap buyers up here. So it's just an additional tool to add into your confluences. You can see areas of strong buying, areas of strong selling, trap buyers, trap sellers. And I align this with candlestick charts. So I might have a supply zone or a demand zone drawn out on my candlestick chart. And then I'm looking at the Bookmap to see, okay, we're coming into that zone of mine. Am I seeing trap buyers or trap sellers in there? Right? It can be an additional confluence. You can see aggressive buying, right? If we come into a demand zone and I see aggressive buying, it gives me an additional confluence, adding Bookmap in there to take that trade. Okay, so that's basically it. I can do additional videos on Bookmap if you guys would like, where I go over some like live examples. I have posted some of those in my Discord, where I've taken trades off just trapped sellers that I saw or trapped buyers that I've seen. Excuse me. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you would like more Bookmap videos. I think it's a super helpful tool for retail traders, especially because we don't have access to all this data like a Bloomberg terminal or something like that. But actually reading the order flow and the tape, right, or you're seeing the volume being transacted, it can add just an additional confluence that can make you more confident in a setup. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see that, and I'll make a video on it. But yeah, that's it for me. Thanks, guys.